Hello and welcome back to Andy's room. I've got Buzz Lightyear with me today, and I'm going to start working on the furniture in this room. I'm not sure how far we'll get, but we're going to start with the bed and the furniture along this wall. Here's a screenshot of this furniture from the Toy Story movie. Notice the wooden bed frame with the headboard and the curved wood. We're not going to be able to duplicate this exactly, but I think we can build something pretty close with the blocks that we have. There's also a wooden nightstand next to the bed and a white dresser next to that. This particular bedspread isn't something that we're going to be able to replicate because we don't have any block textures that look like this. However, later in the movie, Andy gets this bedspread, and fortunately for us, we do have a block texture similar to this that we can use. So let's start with the bed frame, and we'll begin in this corner. And we're going to start with this tall block from the basic blocks drawer. We're going to put that right up here against the baseboard. And on the corner of that block like that. And I apologize for any throat clearing I'm going to have today. My asthma is acting up, so yeah, nothing I can do about that. Alright, so we're going to use the wood one style for this. I'll set that to be my theme. And we'll use this for the entire bed frame. So we're going to put two of these up on top of here like this for the bedpost. And then if we go over to the right, we have this pillar block that we can use. We'll put that on top. I wish we had kind of a round block, but the ones that we do have are just way too big, and these are not going to work for us at all. So those will have to do. Alright, and then we'll come down here to the midway point on this block here. We'll put two of these long blocks in like that, and then the next leg of the bed frame over here, capped with the pillar block, like that. Alright, excuse me. Let me find my screen grab here really quick for the end of the bed. Alright, so if we go to the right a little further, we find this column. We're going to use these for the bedposts. And we can place three of these along here is about the best we can do. Like that. That makes a pretty good bedpost. And then for the arch on the top of the bed frame, the headboard, I'll put two of these blocks like this. And then what I would really like to use, not that one, the shorter one. I'd like to sit that in there like that. But unfortunately, as you see, it's running into the pillar. So we'll have to use a path like we did last time to snap those in place. But for right now, we'll put those there like that. Alright, for the bottom of the bed, we're going to use this piece here, and we're going to put three of these across, and then 4 rows of these, so like this. And then for the end of the bed, we're basically going to duplicate what we've done here on this end. So we'll put this down on the floor like that, too high. So like that. Capped with the pillar block. Once again, we'll use the columns for the bedposts. And do the same thing we did on the other end. Alright, so there is the bed post, the bed frame. Now to snap these blocks in place, we're going to have to use a path, just like we did last time. So we'll go up to the Creativitoys drawer, go left, and we come to the Path Creator. We want to center this on this block, like that, and we want to put this down right here. So right at the bottom edge of the border on the wainscoting back there. Okay, and we'll just drop one little point up above. And just like before, we need to change one path property, turn off auto start objects when connected. And then we just come up here and connect the block. Whoops, I did not want to do that. What happened? Put me in point creation mode, which was really bizarre. Alright. Hit the wrong button, I guess. Alright, properties. We already did the properties. So we want to come up here, and I want to open the logic menu. I think I hit the styling button for this, and for some reason it thought I was styling the path. But so go to the block, new logic, or new path connection, and we'll connect it up to that. And what did I just do? I must have canceled. Alright. Toy box path. There we go. And that snaps the block into place. And so you're going to do that for all 4 of these blocks. But I won't make you watch me do that because that's kind of boring. But that snaps it in place where you want it. Alright, now for the blocks that make up the bedspread and the pillows, let's get back down to the blocks drawer. We'll go over here to the right, and we'll start with this block wall corner. We're going to put this right on the edge. There we go. And then we're going to change the style on this. If we go left just a few, we're going to come to this quilted style, and I'll set that to be my theme. And there we go. And that's not going to work. We got to flip it around that way. I'm going to put 2 of these like this, and then we can use the large block wall like that. And on this end, we'll put those in like that, followed by another corner. So you can see the bed is actually hollow. But you don't know that when you're playing. And then for the top of the bed, we use this large floor. There we go, and there is the bedspread. And then for the sheets, we'll come over here, drop one of these, and we'll change the style on this to be our plastic 2. Just like that. And once again, we'll fill in this corner back here. Oops, not that way. All right. So that's looking really good. And then we need a pillow. And for the pillow, we have, let's see, we can use these for the ends. So like that. And then we have, ideally, we'd want this to be flipped around. Unfortunately, I do think we have one of those, but it's not located with that block. It's way down here. So there's our pillow. And that's it for the bed. Again, once you snap those other 3 blocks into place, that'll look pretty good. Okay, for the little nightstand, come over here and drop this in right next to there like that, and once again we'll change the style on this to use the wood 1 texture. I'll set that to be my theme. Then we're going to put it the next leg about a block away, the next leg about a block away, and about a block away. All right, and then we can just fill in the top of this like that. And it'd be nice to have a little bit better top edge on that, so we'll put a floor piece, large floor piece on top. And I'm going to orient mine like this. There we go. So there's our little nightstand. And actually, that's a little short. So we need to raise all of these up 1 block. So sorry about that. I missed something there. I wanted this even with the bed because that's what's in the picture. And it looks a little better having this a little bit taller. So we'll just raise all of these legs up and then we'll stick a block underneath. Like that. There, that looks better. All right, next up is the dresser. And let me get over to my screen grab here for that. Okay, so for this, we're going to go back over to the left to this block wall corner. We'll flip this around. I'm going to line this up with the edge of the nightstand there. And about a block away, just like we have it there. And the dresser was white, so we'll change the theme back again to our plastic 2. And the dresser was taller, so we'll put 2 of these up on top like that. And we'll place 2 more over there like that. And on the front of this, make sure I got this right. All right. And I can't really do this. I mean, I could, but the bottom edge of the dresser looked a little bit different. There's kind of an arch to it. So if we use this upside down dip beam. I think that works much better for the front of that. So that's what we're going to do. And what that means is we have to put some small blocks in around that. So we're going to do that. Doesn't look quite as nice as I would like, but then we can put the other corner in like so. But I just like the way that looks on the front with that block down there. Just looks a lot more like a dresser. Okay, and then on the back side, we don't really care, so we can just go ahead and fill this in. We don't need that special block back here. And then a couple blocks on top for the top of the dresser. And there we go. There's our dresser. And for some decoration on there, I thought it would be really cool. You're not going to be able to do this on the PC version, but from the Finding Dory playset, we have this ship in a bottle. I just thought that was really cool. So I'm going to place this up here on the back of that. The scale of that just fits really well with this room. And you're kind of limited on the number of things you can place in this room that match the scale of it, but that's one of them you can use. So I really like that. Yeah, let's see, how are we doing on time? Not too bad. We can go ahead and put in some details here. So to get up on top of the dresser, we're going to need to use some platforming toys. And if we go over to the right, we have this button spring from the Inside Out playset. If we put that there, we can use that to get up on top of the dresser. And that doesn't look too out of place because, again, the scale of that kind of matches. And if we go to the left, to the ledge hangs, we can add some ledge hangs to get up on top of the bed. And I put mine on the back side of the bed over here because I didn't really want them to be noticeable when you're out in the middle of the room. It just looks really hokey having these sitting back here. And before we place a bunch of these, we'll change the style on this to the castle ledge hang. We'll use the wooden look to it, which fits the bedpost that it's on a little bit better. There we go. And then you can use that to get up on top of the bed. Run across the bed. You can use this to get up on top of there. You can run behind the dresser. Just all kinds of ways to go there. So this side of the room is looking pretty good. Now, Andy had a couple of pictures on the wall, and again, the scale is a problem here, but if you go to Building Sets Group 2, let's go the other way, and you go to the right, you have a series of billboards. And so the scale of this billboard just matches this room really well. So we could use that and place this out here. Put that over top of his bed. And there's also a Nick Fury billboard. This might be something that a kid Andy's age might have. So I'll center this over the dresser. Put that up over there. So now we got a couple of pictures on the wall. So that end of the room is looking really good. And looking at the time, I think we're going to go ahead and stop for the day, because it'll take a little while to build the furniture on the other side of the room. and I don't want this video to go too long. Next week, I'll show you how to build the rest of the furniture in the room. Before you go, I want to thank you for watching and for all the positive feedback I've gotten on this toy box so far. I'm glad you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done that by clicking my photo in the lower right corner. Have a great weekend.